Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hello and welcome to Show Lovers Update. Today we're going to dive into some of the most memorable gaming moments that never get talked about. I'm excited to share with you 5 experiences that have stuck with me over the years, but might not be as well known as some of the more iconic moments in gaming history. First up, let's talk about Frostpunk. This city builder game takes place in a world plunged into an ice age, where your goal is to survive and keep your people alive. As you progress through the game, you're warned that a great storm is going to hit your civilization, and it's one of the most tense sequences I've ever experienced in gaming. You prepare as best you can, but holding your breath as the wind battering your shelters and food supplies begin to run low. It's an incredible feeling when you manage to come out the other side still alive. And then, there's this moment where you crash on a planet covered mostly in water, with a ship in orbit sending you rescue messages. You arrive at the given coordinates, only to find a huge, impenetrable tower, and your rescuers enter the atmosphere. But just as you're about to be saved, the tower starts moving, revealing it's actually a deadly weapon. The sound design and visuals come together perfectly to create this devastating moment that still sends shivers down my spine. Another memorable moment for me is in The Last Guardian. Now, I know some people might say that The Last Guardian is the weakest game in Team Ico's trilogy, but I disagree. Trico, the winged griffin-like creature you're controlling, has a tendency to not always do what you expect. And in one section of the game, this unpredictability pays off in a big way. As you look around for an escape route, it becomes clear that you're going to have to leap towards Trico and hope he catches you. It's a brilliant moment, but also creates an unbreakable bond between you and Trico, which lasts throughout the rest of the game. Now, I know this next one might be a bit surprising, as it's probably been talked about more than others on my list. But Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is a third-person adventure game that controls both brothers simultaneously, using two halves of the controller. The ending scene is where things take a heartbreaking turn. The older brother dies, and the younger one continues playing with just half of the pad. It's an emotional moment that makes you feel the loss physically, and it's this masterstroke by the game's developers that truly sets it apart. Last but not least, we have Journey. This game is already amazing even when played alone, but the random pairing up with other players adds a whole new level of depth to the experience. You communicate through a series of noises, and despite the limitations, it allows you to feel this deeper connection with your companion. And then, after spending an hour together, they suddenly disappear without a trace. Making that final climb alone was melancholic, and those 5 minutes still stick with me over a decade later. It's moments like these that remind us of the power of gaming to evoke emotions and create lasting memories. That's all for today on Show Lovers Update.